I let love, I let go, I release, and I know I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. No need to push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know.
Thousands of years ago, the Buddha taught you are what you think.
I am love. I am peace.
I am joy.
I am silly.
I am powerful.
So a modern philosopher coined the phrase that you are what you eat.
I am organic vanilla ice cream.
I'm chia seeds.
I'm a good, strong cup of coffee in the morning.
I am mac and cheese.
Today, like millions of my human sisters and brothers on planet Earth,
I'm becoming mindful about what I eat, what I think.
but lately I've been thinking about this.
I watch what I eat, but do I watch what I watch?
What about what I feed my mind, my heart, and my soul?
At Conscious Good, we believe you are what you watch.
You are what you watch.
Anytime you watch something that causes your soul to hurt, there's an impact.
So what's the answer?
At Conscious Good,
We think it's about feeding our minds the same way that we feed our bodies.
With nourishing choices.
After all, if media can have a negative influence on behavior, it can also have a positive one.
It's been proven that if we watch TV shows and videos about people helping others,
Cooperating and being generous.
It can actually influence us to be more altruistic and kind to one another.
Talk about paying it forward.
So next time you sit down to watch your comfort movie,
consider how you will feel afterwards. Will you be happy and energized?
that's because maybe, just maybe,
What you watch.
Read
And listen to.
Matters.
I am what I watch, so I watch what I watch.
I am nourished.
I am inspired.
I am enlightened.
I am a celebration.
I am conscious.
I am conscious.
I am conscious.
I am good.
I am good.
I am good.
We.
We.
We
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are conscious good.
Everyone wishes to live their best life. We experiment with various ways to achieve that, whether it is through study, competing, finding a partner, working hard, or admiring someone who inspires you. It is the quality of our inner being that does it all, or grapples with fulfilling life's calling. For the past 20 years, the Brahma Kumaris in Washington, D.C. has been a space for any and everyone to enter into and experience one's soul calling. From 1997 The center opened in an old rickety house on Georgia Avenue in Silver Spring, Maryland, where cars and trucks that passed by would shake the space. But when you were inside, it was a peaceful and powerful sanctuary for all who visited. Since then, over 2,500 events, 17 city and nationwide initiatives, 21 awards, 2 meditation museums have served youths, senior citizens, entrepreneurs, scientists, authors, women, interfaith, the disabled, environment, small businesses, arts seekers, and even leaders. Millions of lives have been served, either through social media, the popular America Meditating radio show, or through exhibitions, lectures, partnerships, and programs held in the meditation museums and centers. We look at 20 years of service as a continued journey of love, courage, wisdom, and determination with friends from diverse backgrounds and thought who believe a better world is possible when we make ourselves better human beings. Meditation is an important tool that helps us to gain greater clarity, insights, and inner power so we can make healthy choices and amplify our capacity to live a full life. In times of great anxiety, insecurity, and fear, meditation is an essential practice for everyone to gain stability and inner strength. Just look at what a few dedicated, purposeful, and kind group of committed people have been able to achieve in 20 years. Thanks to everyone who have supported us along the way. And thanks in advance to those who believe in our work and power of intent. Brahma Kumaris Meditation Museums, where peace is inside. Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to The Next Normal. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. If you're joining us for the first time, what took you so long? We've been sitting in this chair for what now, 8 months? 8 months. From March the 16th, and now it's November. Wow. How's everybody doing? Are you all traveling around, going to friends or relatives for the holiday season because you're like, I am not staying home by myself without having some good old tofurkey. Last night, Antonia came over and we marinated the tofu and the paneer. And Sister Gita has this very incredible Jamaican jerk tofu. And so we were like, oh, we are definitely making that for Thanksgiving. And I told Sister Gita, get your memory back so we can make Kamala Harris some awesome Jamaican jerk tofu that she would just bite her fingers off, you know? So she looked at me and she says, where's my book?
I've been waiting for my book to be published. I said, but your book is on the website. We offered it for free. And then she said, free? But I wanted to make Baba some money. I went, it's okay. Baba is going to be fine. And everybody is enjoying the book. So if you haven't had a chance to actually explore Sister Gita's Cooking for Peace book, this would be a great time. Go on to americameditating.org and scroll through the pages. You'll see Cooking for Peace. There is Sister Gita, and there is her book with an incredible amount of amazing recipes, which will be perfect for Thanksgiving. Anyway, I want to do a shout out to Kathy O'Connor before we go into our discussion for today. Kathy sent this card, which I thought was very beautiful. And Kathy was saying that I've been watching Spiritual Vaccine and The Next Normal since they started. Often I watch them later at night before bed, and it's become such a comforting ritual to hear and to see. When COVID hit, I lost my retail job, so I decided to start a gift box service so people can shop safely, and I carry only small batch artisan home goods. I'm feeling very grateful for the inspiration and the spiritual guidance that I've received on this new adventure. So Kathy wants to say thanks to the entire team for all the service we do, for all the BKs involved. And Kathy, if you're watching today or later tonight, we receive your lovely Thanksgiving greeting and blessings, lots of love. We really appreciate you. I'm so glad. And here, everybody, is the gift box. So it comes in a really nice package, so you can see all the love that she puts into it. And then once you pull it, then you open it up, and let me show you the goodies inside. So it says, do you need a gift? And it becomes like a little magnet, and it offers free shipping. Kathy's company is called Your Artisan Home Shop. What a cute little card, everyone. See, when you start to be creative, I don't know if you can see it because of all the lights, but it's really, really cute. So it's called Your Artisan Home Shop. Maybe you can write it in the comments field, Antonia. And curator and owner Kathy O'Connor, you can go to Kathy at yourartisanhomeshop.com. She has a Facebook page and an Instagram handle at Your Artisan Home Shop, and her phone number is 720-201-3203. What a lovely Thanksgiving gift. And to think, Santosh did not vet Kathy. So look what came in. Pumpkin soap. Somebody's going to want to eat me up tomorrow because I'll smell like pumpkin. They're going to think I'm a pumpkin pie. And salted variety of chocolates. Nice chocolates from River Sea. You get dark chocolate with raspberry, Hawaiian lava salt. Man, I'm going to hide this one in my room for sure. Santosh is going to come after me to see where did all those chocolates go, because he doesn't want me to have any more sugar. I've kind of been backsliding, everybody, on my sugar intake. I don't know what's wrong. And then this beautiful fragrant candle. This also came. Let me show you. Here. Candle that says grateful. Isn't that lovely, everyone? Very lovely. And so the box comes nicely packaged and all these things. So you guys contact Kathy for your Christmas offering and Christmas gifts, and let her know that you heard about her on The Next Normal and that you were very moved and touched by her generosity and her thoughtfulness to send this to us, because we have impacted and influenced her life tremendously. So Kathy O'Connor, thank you so very much. We're very moved by your generosity and creativity and beauty. Thank you very much. So today is all about acceptance and resistance. I think the tail end journey of the proof of our spiritual empowerment and spiritual love is when we have the ability to accept everything that's evolving in our life as it is. It's not about we're not going to get in and change it, and we're not going to try to put effort in to make it into what we think it should be. It is so natural for the human nature to really want to be happy, to be peaceful, to be abundant, to be vibrant, to be healthy, to be beautiful, to be wealthy, to be influential. These are natural qualities of a soul that is filled with a particular energy that might be a new energy. And what I mean by a new energy is that you're not taking a lot of your old you into the decisions that you're making now. A lot of the energy of resistance comes because I'm thinking about something from the past, and I might not even be very clear on what it is that I'm actually remembering from the past. But I've been experimenting, everyone. I've been watching myself as I'm walking around and I'm talking to Baba. And again, if you're turning in for the first time, Baba is a affectionate term that we call the Supreme Soul, the Divine Baba. And so I walk around and I'm noticing that as I sort of redo my thinking patterns, I notice how when I start to think a little bit differently about who I believe I am or who Baba is making me into, there are certain times like I feel like it feels right, and there are times it feels like it's so far away. How am I ever going to attain that? But you can't give up on those thoughts that you are creating for a better version of yourself, or for a better life, or for a full life, for a life of energy and abundance and light. And so I'd walk around and I've done this exercise with you, the 9 cents exercise and the 9 billion exercise, how your thinking is different when you think you possess 9 cents versus if you think you are valued at $9 billion, right? And it's the same feeling like when you imagine, oh, I can make 9 billion, you get into a whole different paradigm. You might feel a lot of resistance. You might feel such a big disconnect, like there is no way I'm ever going to make $9 billion in this lifetime. So of course you've just cut off any opportunity of anything coming to you anyway. But if somebody says, you think you'll be able to make $900, you're like, oh yeah. And you see how the energy can get pumping, like, well, I can definitely get $900 for you. And you get into that groove and you start to perform actions to attain that. In the same way, if I want $9 billion, $9 million, $900,000, the actions have to somehow support that thought, that desire, that vision, that wish. So imagine when your energy is accepting things as they are, you are actually thrusting your life forward. You're actually inviting the doors to open up for you, because that energy of acceptance comes from a lot of love, and that love is guiding you, man. I mean, when I think about the benefit and the attainment that a soul experiences when it remembers God, when it remembers Baba, you feel like there's nothing you can't do. You actually feel like there's nothing you can't do. But then you get this incredible thought, ready to open up a business like Kathy O'Connor. She started At Your Home Artisan, right? Did I get that right, Kathy? Let me see. Your Artisan Home Shop. Your Artisan Home Shop. She started that even though she was laid off from her job. She kept watching Spiritual Vaccine or Next Normal. She would get inspired So she just didn't sit back and have the thought, she put it into action. All right, did she have any resistance? Was there a doubt? Was there a question mark? I don't know. But what I do know is that when you have a thought that is trying to take you to a higher vibrational level than where you are, if the resistance comes, the resistance is basically an energy that you've always fed. And it's trying to pull you back to where you were or where you are. But when you go into this mode of acceptance, that acceptance will really is trying to push you out of, I've already done that, been there, done that. And I thought about the topic today. It's very powerful, you know. Are you living in a place of acceptance? Or is there just a lot of resistance, which means there might be a desire, there could be self-doubt, there could be negativity, jealousy, disappointment, there could be experiences of trauma. And very quietly, I might be seeing through my eyes and listening through my ears or even speaking through my lips from somehow still the belief system of what has happened to me, how it made me feel, and it might have been of that negative tendency where there is algae. And even when I'm trying to break through, I break down. Somebody came over today to help out in the house and to do some meditation in Baba's room. And he was sharing with me a story about when he was just about to move out from his relationship and get into his house and build this house and get it going, or rebuild the house. After staying in the house for about a month or two, he realized that the house had mold. So he ended up going back to stay with his wife and everyone. And he was like, every time I try to break through from this relationship, sister, I end up going right back there. Something always comes and it takes me right back there. Now, what he was blaming that situation on was the mold in the house. But he never looked at himself that he perhaps was having a resistance if he believes that he can now live on his own. He's been living with his wife for so many years, and you know, being a stay-at-home daddy plays a very huge role on a man. And so for him to move out and have to be the man that he is, the resistance or the obstacles that he was experiencing were a making of his own. When I told him that, I don't think he liked to hear the answer, but he knew that I knew what I was talking about. And again, we've all been there. We want to go to a higher level, and then a thought comes, and it just says, what do you think you're doing? When we produced the Diwali dance and even the Zoom meditation, we didn't know what we were doing. Maybe we still don't. But the point that I'm making is that why should I wonder if I'm going to be able to do it, or if we're going to be able to do it or not? Like, oh, well, I don't know. I never went to film school. I have no idea how to put a film together, or this, or lighting, or this or that. That's true. But not because all the props aren't set up in your life, it means you still can't try. Even as you're doing it little and you're accepting that I don't have all the props, I don't have everything in place, but I have me, I have a good mind, I'm open to being creative and adventurous and taking risks, and see who comes, what comes, who comes to support, how does it all come together. And before you know it, you've made the impossible possible. Why? Because you accepted that you can. And you didn't fight against the resistance that tries to keep you where you've always been. I'd like to play a meditation for you tonight. It's on Acceptance by Carmen Warrenton. And I thought it was ideal for the discussion that we're having tonight. And so I invite you to really take a deep breath, settle into your couch, your chair, or maybe if you're cooking and getting stuff together in the home, keep it playing. Asmita, I know you're in India and it's maybe evening time for you, or morning time for you, sorry. So I don't know if breakfast has been made or anything, but enjoy. But listen to this meditation as it invites us to develop the art of acceptance at a much deeper level. Enjoy, everyone.
Now my mind becomes still, silent, peaceful. My thoughts are held in an experience of peace. I am calm, content. I feel deep acceptance and serenity within myself. I am light. Light waves of peace are emanating from deep within me. And I'm so free, so light, as though floating in a sea of peace. I see a pathway of light opening up in front of me. At the end of that pathway, I know is the home of peace. The home of peace is drawing me upward. And silently, instantly, my thoughts travel to that vast, infinite, oceanic peace. My home. I immerse my soul in this silent space. I feel a very strong and lovely presence. The presence of a great being of light, who's gently showering waves of peace and love on me. I accept these vibrations of peace and love. And they become part of me. The gift of peace, as vast as an ocean, is within me. I feel the company and nurturing of this most powerful, loving being. Now my experience of peace has become powerful. The vibrations of peace and love are reaching the deepest corners of my consciousness, and they are healing me. I feel whole. I feel loved. I feel accepted. It's okay to be me. I like being me. My heart is full of light, love, and peace. Firstly for myself, and then I offer this as a donation to others in the form of my thoughts. I send peaceful feelings and good wishes to all those who are close in my heart. I see these people in front of me and send them my vibrations of deep peace and acceptance. I feel the happiness of giving and of allowing others just to be who they are. Feelings of honesty, closeness, and caring are communicated between us all. As I feel peaceful and accepting towards others, I understand that others can become peaceful and accepting towards me. I'm experiencing the true nature of love. No questions. No demands, no expectations, only giving and sharing of warmth, caring, and acceptance.
Didn't you love that meditation? Didn't that hit you somewhere really special? As I sat here with you and going into the meditation, behind me outside the studio is this beautiful chime that keeps going on, and it's like I'm getting this double experience of the chimes and the water and the meditations. And we so need that, you know. We need to accept that we deserve to be so taken care of by nature, by ourselves, by the environment, by each other, by the way we eat, by the people that we choose to spend a lot of our time with, or maybe sometimes we can't help some of the individuals in our lives, like maybe a mother or a father or a child. We don't really have a choice, so to speak, in terms of how close or how far they stay in our lives, but we look at them as a gift when you accept, when we actually accept the people in and around our lives as a gift and a blessing. That's when the real opportunity starts to unfold. This energy of acceptance, it's a powerful thought that can change something that looks like it's not going to turn out so good for you into something phenomenal. It's a thought vibration, everyone. And as much as we know that, the energy of resistance is so automatic, and it has become so natural in our personality that 90% of the times we don't even know that we're sabotaging our greatest dreams. How many times have you ever thought of something really grand for you, and a quiet thought comes up and like, what are you doing? Don't even go there. You know that's going to be impossible. The way that you just counteract what you're doing. I've often observed that whenever I get a touching from Baba for a project or some activity, I will speak to individuals who I know are very positive-minded, who perhaps will not come in and go, oh, don't start up with that now. Don't go here with that. That's not going to happen, etc., etc. And I'll wait for maybe the last week or two before we launch the project, and then I'll invite majority of everyone else on board, and it never fails. Even that last week or 2 weeks, those individuals will come in, and I tell you, the rest of the whole team will just be like, brace for the storm, because we need everybody, right? And we'll come in and we can see the energy of resistance. And what we do when it comes into the vortex, we are aware what resistance is trying to do. It's either trying to pull you back to an old nothing state, just where you've been. Once you can identify that if you are climbing to reach the stars and that energy of resistance is coming to you, it's waste. Make sure that you're really, really clear that somehow that's your own self-sabotage. That's your own waste or negative thoughts. Those are your thoughts that are changing something that could be a beautiful crystal into a corrupt crystal. Now, there are moments in our lives that we have encountered resistance, which actually feels like this might be a good thing. Have you ever had that experience? Santosh, have you ever had that experience where you've had like a resistance and it was like a good thing? For example, when Santosh saw a frog, he had a resistance. The frog was outside, wasn't going to trouble him, but between him and that frog, he looked at that frog for about 5 minutes, and he's like, I don't know what to do with the frog. And the frog is looking back at him like, brother, what do you want? Tell me something. Now, from when I was observing the scene, the frog seemed to have had no resistance. But for Santosh, he had the resistance. Now, what was the significance of his resistance? I guess the frog jumping on him, that slimy, nasty thing, jumping on him, and he didn't want it to jump on him. But in other words, he considered that that frog was dangerous for him. So sometimes we get like a resistance feeling when we feel danger. Has anyone ever felt that? And I don't know if it's resistance or fear, or they're both connected. But you'll sometimes feel like a resistance when you meet somebody. A resistance when you hear something or you go somewhere. Like right now, Sister Geeta's coming and I'm feeling a resistance because she might start to come and dance and ask for something and go in front of the camera. And I just have to accept it Because if I don't accept it, it's going to be drama. You understand? So what I want to do is show you a really nice video on the power of thought and how our thoughts can even change the energy of matter. So just think about it. Am I open and willing to accept that my life is great, amazing, and good, and I have so much to be thankful for? Or am I going to keep serving the resistance and the negativity? You tell me when we come back from this moment together.
in the molecular structure of water and what affects it. Now, water is the most receptive of the 4 elements. Mr. Emoto thought perhaps it would respond to non-physical events. So he set up a series of studies, applied mental stimuli, and photographed it with a dark field microscope. This first picture is a picture of water from the Fujiwara Dam. And this picture is the same water after receiving a blessing from a Zen Buddhist monk. Now, in this next series of pictures, Mr. Emoto printed out words, taped them to bottles of distilled water, and left them out overnight. This first photograph is a picture of the pure distilled water, just the essence of itself. These subsequent photographs, as you can see, are each different. This is the chi of love. And we move along here to thank you. And you can see where he taped that to this bottle here. But if you read Japanese, you already knew that. Now, Mr. Emoto speaks of the thought or intent being the driving force in all of this. The science of how that actually affects the molecules is unknown, except to the water molecules, of course. And it's really fascinating when you keep in mind that 90% of our bodies are water.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? If thoughts can do that to water, imagine what our thoughts can do to us.
When the darkwood fell before me, and all the paths were overgrown, when the priests of pride say there is no other way, I tilled the sorrows of stone. I did not believe because I could not see, though you came to me in the night. When the dawn seemed forever lost, you showed me your love in the light of the stars. Cast your eyes on the ocean, cast your soul to the sea, where the dark night seems endless. Please remember me. And the mountain rose before me by the deep well of desire, from the fountain of forgiveness, beyond the ice and the fire. in the ocean, cast your soul to the sea. When the dark night seems endless, please remember me. We share this humble path alone. How fragile is the heart. Oh, give these clay feet wings to fly, to touch the face of the stars.
Beautiful, isn't it? You saw that experiment. We did it in Mount Abu in 2009. Daddy Janki was around. We actually saw the crystals in the water change. Today I was cooking, and while I was cooking, I knew that I needed to cover my hand or something, and I got this massive burn on my hand. And Santosh looked, and I kept telling him, "Don't worry. It's just because the soul knows that the oil attacked my skin." This is how I'm responding to him. He's looking at me like this. Okay, but we need to put something on the burn. And I'm telling Santosh, it's just because the soul knows that this hot oil has touched the skin. And so the soul says, you're going to really get really badly hurt. This is not going to be good. And so I'm walking around in the kitchen going, heal. You're not going to come up. There's nothing going to happen. It's going to be like you're not even you don't even exist. Santosh is there holding the honey. Just give me your hands and let me put the honey on the burn. And I'm like, oh, it really is there. So what happens is like, yes, we have the power to accept our own realities, but we have to also be very sensible. Stuff happens and we still have to take care of the needful. And I accepted that I got burned, and I accepted that maybe I won't automatically heal the hand right now, and maybe I really needed that honey to calm down the bruise. So that was my day today. It was a very strange day for me. I was telling Santosh that I felt like I just wasn't present today, like I felt like it was a weekend. I go, I don't know, today feels quite strange to me. Happy, poor Happy, she's been peeing blood. Today we saw blood coming out of her urine, so we're like, oh my God. But thanks to Dr. Edwards at Pets First in Silver Spring, who immediately said I'd be happy to go and open up my office and get the antibiotics that she needed. But I also have Banfield, which is right down the road from where we are. And when I called, the receptionist was like, there's no way we can see her. Go to an emergency. So I called an emergency pet hospital. They're like, the wait is about 5 hours. I called back Dr. Edwards and said, okay, this is the deal. He goes, look, I won't be able to go to the office until 4:30. I can open it up. I'll get Happy's antibiotics. And I have to tell you, to have this energy of love and family and relationship with each other, that Happy's veterinarian, they're closed for the holiday. Dr. Edwards is out getting groceries for her family for Thanksgiving. And because she knows that Happy might just have a UTI, she's like, okay, I'll get the office open, we'll get the antibiotics. I accepted that with such gratitude of just her openness and her love and her care. And I thought that was really important, because at the same token, I felt if I miss this opportunity of getting to see the doctor, tomorrow's a holiday, then you've got like Friday and then Saturday, Sunday, how am I going to take care of Happy if anything is really seriously happening with her? So I told the people at Banfield, because Banfield now is just 7 minutes from where we are. Dr. Edwards is about 25 minutes, okay? So, and then we have to go live. I have to be in the studio by 5:30, and she can only open up the store at 4:30, okay? So there could be some resistance building up, but there ones, I had no resistance. The only thing that was in my consciousness, I have to get Happy's medicine. That was the only thing that I thought about. Happy needs to get medicine because I don't know if the next 4 days we'll be able to get a doctor for her, right? So I called Banfield. I says, you please have Dr. Rayburn call me, let him know it's Sister Jenna and Happy's not well. And I like to, then he goes, well, we haven't seen you and Happy for about a year or so, so I don't think Dr. Rayburn will really be able to help you. I go, please have Dr. Rayburn call me when he comes in. I would so appreciate that. So Dr. Rayburn called from Bansfield. He says, I am so booked. Come. I'll squeeze you guys in. I need her urine to test samples to find out what's going on with her. So I said, thank you. So I went in, got the sample. We got the antibiotics for Happy. I'm having no resistance. I'm not thinking she's going to get worse or, oh my God, I'm not going to get a doctor, because that's what resistance does. Resistance keeps you where you are. You get what I'm trying to say? I only accepted I'm going to get a doctor who's going to help Happy. And Happy shouldn't suffer. Now, everything could be like the receptionists were very efficient. There is no way we can see you. Got the emergency pet hospital. They go, ma'am, you can bring her, but I can guarantee you the rate is going to be at least 4 to 5 hours. If you're okay with that, no problem. I'm like, I can't do that. Dr. Edwards, I know, is going to open up her clinic and take care of us, but 4:30 was cutting it short to get back in time. Long story short, went to Banfield. Dr. Rayburn was an angel. The staff in Bansfield on Maple Avenue in Tysons or in Vienna, angels, they're amazing. Happy got her antibiotic, and hopefully within a few days she'll be fine and she'll be healthy. But reason why I'm telling you the story, resistance doesn't necessarily come in ways of maybe a relationship with a person, or will I ever be able to get a job, or is this job that I'm in, am I going to be fired from this job? And you can feel the resistance as if it wants to take you into a place of confusion, poverty, insecurity. All of that can be still past experiences. But I'm begging you, no matter what we go through and how hard it gets, don't go back. Just keep moving forward and keep being inspired to move forward and to keep believing in the power of your positivity. By you doing that constantly, you will live in a place of acceptance. And that energy of resistance won't feed you. If you are walking with Baba, and you're attracting all of the good people and good energies in your life, you will have no need to have a moment of resistance. Yes, again, if the resistance is connected to some form of fear and you have to be cautious about something, look out for it, no doubt. That's a different form of resistance. But it makes no sense. You've worked hard in your job. Somehow you start to have this feeling, you know, something you did wrong. You start to feed the energy of resistance or fear. And because of that energy, it's almost as if you're attracting all the molecules and all the energies to manifest that reality. For you to confirm and say, see, I knew that was going to happen to me. Of course it was going to happen to you. You kept thinking about it. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it happen to you? You kept thinking about it. So pay attention to what you're thinking about, especially during the holiday time. If you're with your family tomorrow, please wear your masks. Sometimes you're going to get really cozy and you're going to take off the mask, but you need to check. Have you been out in the public? If you've been flying on an airplane and you're walking through the airport, please pump up in your vitamin C. Pump up in making sure you keep washing your hands, take your sanitizer. Make sure that you're not putting your hands always in your face. in your nose, in your mouth, in your eye. That's where the bacteria is entering, right? So these are the things I'm going to ask you to accept, that you're in a particular period right now in your life that you have to take these precautions. They're mandatory. They're mandatory. I want you to be okay. You want me to be okay. You want Happy to be okay. You want your fellow Americans to be okay. You don't want anyone to suffer. Even your enemy, when you get down to the heart of the matter of who you really are, you don't want them to suffer either. So let's have a little moment of meditation and go into our zone again. Because when the soul settles into power, into peace, into acceptance, love, positivity, what cannot happen for you? Everything will happen for you. Take a deep breath.
The quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our life. And so it becomes very important to pay attention to the type of thoughts we are creating in our minds. A thought is a seed, and depending on the type of seed, so will be the flower and the fruit, and even the fragrance. It's so easy to become negative that often we do not realize that we have absorbed ourselves in a negative attitude. We get stuck on what somebody said or did or should have done or didn't do. The negativity circulates in our mind over and over and over again, making us tired, heavy, even unhappy. We all want to be free of such thinking. How can I free my mind? How can I create a positive mind? First of all, let me go inside and talk to myself. Let go. It doesn't matter. Forget it. Let the past be the past. With these thoughts, we are able to stop the circulation of negativity and not hold on. If we realize that thinking and rethinking negative incidents is not the method to put them right, then we start to become free. However, we get angry. We are overcome by a sense of injustice. We are afraid. And so the train of negative thoughts and attitudes gathers speed. Let me have the determined thought to have a positive thought, because positive thoughts create good feelings and a more tolerant attitude towards people. We cannot receive a positive output from a negative input. Let me realize that by blaming and complaining, nothing and no one is going to change for the better. So what to do? Think and act more positively with more kindness towards others and even towards myself. Let me have patience in my words and compassion in my vision. A positive mind is created when we can tolerate, when we can accommodate and merge. To tolerate is to respect and accept differences between myself and others, understanding that everyone needs their space. Everyone needs to express in their own way. To accommodate is my generosity of heart, which does not focus on what is wrong, but is able to understand what is wrong and forgive it. To merge is to dissolve everything that is of no value anymore, to let it disappear from my mind, but also from my face, and there is no trace of anything negative. When the negativities are dissolved through love and courage, the mind is given a new breath. There is contentment and lightness. And if there are problems or difficulties, I then have the strength to tell my mind, be peaceful, be calm, see and value the positive because it is there, even if you cannot see it right away. Be peaceful, be calm, see and value the positive.
Happy, say hi to everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy wants to say hello, see how she's doing. She's feeling a little under the weather. Right? Anyway, so on behalf of all of us today, we want to express our deep love, appreciation. Santosh, I would call him over. We ran Sister Gita up the stairs because she would start to come. But tomorrow, I'm sure we'll have a very special show for you. But I know most of you will be with family and friends anyway. But please be careful. Please give a lot of love. Happy. Say goodbye to everybody. Say happy Thanksgiving. Oh, she's so low in energy today. Oh. Say happy Thanksgiving. Say bye. Bye. All right, everybody. Take care. Lots of love. Om Shanti. Hi everyone, it's Sister Jenna from America Meditating Radio. I hope you've been enjoying Wise-ish, which you can get live on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube from 8:30 a.m. to 8:45. But you can also get it on demand 24/7. It's going to be your power boost for the morning. It's your daily dose for the soul. It's just going to encourage you to make the day that much more valuable. So join us. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious.